Good afternoon. Welcome to this live stream, proudly brought to you by IBAN Aquafish, your reliable fish farming partner. We apologize for bringing this program slightly late. We hope you bear with us. We encountered a few technical challenges, but we're glad that you've decided to join us. My name is Timothy Kaula, and today we'll be looking at site selection and pond design. Site selection and pond design. Now, this lesson will equip you, the farmer or listener, with knowledge on the considerations for site selection in pond construction. It will also equip you, the listener, with knowledge on the considerations you have to put in place when designing a fish pond, or when someone is designing a fish pond for you. What would you like them to come up with? So then, what is site selection? Now, my definition of site selection in aquaculture is the selection of an ideal place for setting up an aquaculture facility. Remember, in the previous discussion, we talked about aquaculture facilities. Now, the considerations that you have to put in place for you to come up with that particular aquaculture facility is what we are calling site selection. Now, before you construct, or before the construction of a fish pond, you need to carefully consider the design of that particular fish pond. Now, a properly designed and constructed fish pond will be easily managed. If your pond is well designed and it's well constructed, it's going to be easy for you as a farmer to manage it. Apart from that, it's going to be very easy, or it's going to last longer because it has been properly done. Meaning it's going to save you extra work, and it's going to help you maximize your profit because you do not have to start working on your pond from time to time to try to improve on a few things that were not done properly. Number one, the water source. When you are selecting a site for a fish pond, the first thing that you have to consider is where you will get your water for the particular fish pond that you will grow, or for the particular fish that you intend to grow. Now, usually the common sources of water available for most farmers would be natural water from natural water bodies, for example, a stream or a river that may be nearby, or water from a borehole. I should be quick to mention that chlorinated water is not good for fish. And so if you are considering a site for fish ponds, you have to ensure that you have good natural water and not water that has high levels of chlorine, because chlorine is harmful to your fish. Secondly, you have to consider the pond filling. Now you have identified the source where you intend to get your water from. The second thing that you have to consider is, how am I going to move the water from my water source to my fish pond so that I am able to fill up my fish pond? Am I going to use gravity to move that water, or will I need to pump that water from the water source to my aquaculture facility? Thirdly, you have to consider the soil type available. Now, there are different soil types that are available. I've given you examples on your screen. We have the loam soil, sandy soil, and we have clayey soil. Now, if your soil is clay or it has a high level of clay, it means your soil can hold water. And if your soil can hold water, then you are good to go. The site is good when it comes to construction of an earthen pond. But if your soil does not have enough clay to hold water, for example, maybe it has a lot of loam or it has a lot of sand, it means you need to improvise so that you are able to have a facility that can hold water. Now, land is scarce to find. So we cannot all say unless we find clay soil, that's when we'll construct fish ponds. But then, what do we do with soils that do not